Alrighty then. So, after taking a week plus of being absent from this game, so I can at least try and figure out how I'm going to unlock the city champ Kareem. Whilst I was off air, I did manage to get some crucial information on how to do it. Of course, there is no information on the web about how to do it, except for saying there was one guy who did manage to give me a full in-depth description of how to do it. And since I am now back from my week's holiday in New South Wales, in South Wales, not New South Wales, because, well, I've never been to Australia. But yeah, I spent a week in New South Wales, and whilst I was doing that, I did have some time to relax. It was a very necessary break I was needing, so I could at least try to ignore some of the stress of this game. And whilst I have recorded this episode numerous times now, I ultimately decided it needed to be at a time of where I was a bit less stressed. And to be completely honest, this is probably the perfect time for me to do it. And I just hit the entry to a bar, I think, as I went down that alleyway. But anyway, so it's now time for us to get through our final set of races with the Hookmen of New York. Starting off, of course, with Emilio, as always. And now we are after his third car. And since I have recorded this episode numerous times now and not managed to put up an adequate effort to the point of where I was not stressed whilst I did it, I'm hopeful in saying this time around I can manage to make this one an exception. Hopefully. And one other thing I've been suffering from for the last few days is hay fever. But I am mostly better at this point. I'm still feeling a bit Flemish in certain areas of my body, but I am getting better. And hopefully within the next few days or so, I should be healed. Hopefully.
Where you going, Perry boy? I'm coming right after you.
But anyways, I do know this course by now. It's not going to be too much trouble for me to get through, as long as the traffic is able to play along. And I just missed the chap. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, wait, hold on. That green checkpoint is the finish line. Yeah, I'm just getting myself back into this game now. And to be completely honest, that went a lot better than I thought it was going to.
Yo, lady, you got legal representation?
Oh. And I just hit a pair of newspaper stands. Oh well. Also, by the way, I can tell I'm not running in fourth. I am pretty certain I'm running in first. That's just a scoring error. Something which used to happen in NASCAR a fair bit in the old days before electronic timing and scoring was introduced. Ironically 30 years ago now, because it was 1993 when NASCAR first introduced electronic timing and scoring, and that was before F1 had it.
Alright, you got moves, but mainly you got lucky.
Anyways, I win.
Yo, Papo, you're good. Yeah, you're real good, but you ain't the best. No, you'll never take the champ. Try racing him. Huh. You can find him cruising town.
Yeah, so, This is giving us a clue on where to find the New York champ, and to be completely honest, at this stage, I'm just doing my job. So, might as well get some replay evidence whilst I'm here, and then I've just, you know, got that out of the way. Just getting as much replay footage as I can, because I figured it was necessary. I should also mention, Emilio's car now has nitrous. So basically, for every third car we unlock, we get to use nitrous. And that's basically for every third car we unlock that was previously driven by one of the hookmen in this game. But it's only available on every third car we unlock. That's how we obtain the nitrous, I think. I could be wrong, but I think that's how we get it. Yeah, that was when I collided with the newspaper stands. It was obviously a mistake, but either way, it was only minor. Even though I could not avoid the traffic in that junction. Yeah, that was ugly. But anyway, it doesn't matter because, well, with this car's superior acceleration and handling, I won this race fairly easily. And that's the main thing I need to worry about here. But yeah, I still won at the end of the day, so you know, no harm, no foul. Anyways, let's now dial up Emilio for his third, and if I recall correctly, final car.
You wanna race Emilio? Ha! You ain't got nothing I'm scared of!
We'll see about that. But anyways, time for our third and final head-to-head race with Emilio, and something else should happen once we have managed to beat Emilio 3 times. And as to what that is, well, stay tuned to find out.
Yo, you looking for some good lovin'? Huh, you better take a good beating first.
Whatever you say. Okay, so attempt 4, because for myself at least, I'm making this look a lot harder than it actually is. Because, well, the first reason being because, well, I keep crashing. And at this point, I'm gonna have to make sure I do a bit less of that than I've been doing up to this point. Because I've been wrecking a lot. Whether it's with buildings, or with traffic, you name it. I've basically wrecked in almost every area you can physically think of. There's also a bump I drove over in Central Park that costed me a win previously, but at least I can say it's not costed me as dearly this time because I had a bit more of a gap. There we go.
Lucky punk, yo, one lucky punk.
Okay, so it took me a few attempts to get it right, but eventually I did manage to pull it off after 3 failed attempts. And so let's now cruise for some action. I should also mention the scoreboard shows up for every even number of attempts we do. So let's now switch over to Emilio's third and final car, which, if I recall correctly, is the Crucero Magnifico. And the reason I know this is because, well, I've recorded this now multiple times to the point of where I basically know which car is which. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I had this car in purple when I first drove it, so that's what I'm sticking with. I'm going to drive this thing in purple. It looks nice in purple. And now I just have to wait what seems like minutes for this game to load, even though it's probably not that, but either way. Waiting for the game to load now, and then after this, we can move on to our next Hookman. And hopefully we can also unlock the City Champ as well. So as you can see there, Emilio is no longer on the map, and there is a reason for that. So if I just head over to the cell phone section now, you will notice we get a different message compared to what Emilio would normally say if he had a car.
Listen, I gave it you easy, like you was a woman, and I was a lover man. I ain't risking my ride again, Papa.
So that's basically the notification we get for winning all three of a Hookman's car in this game. Yeah, so basically Emilio is done. And what I have to do now is go after Larry's final car. And that will be coming in the next episode.